Aljamain Sterling has had time to reflect on his latest loss, and his heart is telling him to keep going. The former UFC bantamweight champion has logged 2 fights since moving up to 145 pounds, defeating hardy veteran Calvin Kattar at UFC 300 this past December, and then dropping a hard-fought decision to top contender Movsar Evloev at UFC 310. Afterwards, Sterling, who turned 35 this year, revealed that he spoke with his team about the daunting task of climbing the ladder again, and mentioned on his podcast that he hadn't made up his mind about fighting again, with another week to mull over his options. Sterling told Ariel Helwani he is definitively leaning towards continuing his fighting career. "I want to compete," Sterling said. "I just love it so much. Even when I was at Tampa watching the fights, there's just something very, very addictive about the walk, the competing, the waiting period. The only thing that sucks, honestly, is the weight cut. Weight cutting is just such a stain on the sport overall, but once that part's done, the excitement of the training and then going in there competing in front of the world. I don't think there's any high like that. There really isn't for me to hang it up when I know I still have gas in the tank. I feel like I would be doing something that I might regret later on, whereas it's going to be like, damn, I wish I would have just done a few more when I know I had the physical capability of still doing it, versus when I'm in my 40s and I'm looking back like, man, I could have done one more. I should have did it. So that's where I'm at." Sterling had an eventful run as bantamweight champion, being the first to win it by disqualification after taking an illegal knee from Petr Yan at UFC 259. His defenses included a pair of razor-close decision wins over Yin and Henry Cejudo, and a dominant victory over a clearly compromised TJ Dillashaw.